another workout today. Today we are outside enjoying the beautiful weather. I do have somebody here joining me. It's my oldest daughter, Neva. So we are going to do a workout that we'll do a warm-up, a Tabata, cardio, and then when we get into the workout, it's going to be 5 rounds, 3 minutes each round. We'll have a minute of rest in between, and then we'll do some stretching. So let's get going. Let's take a big, deep breath in, and exhale down. One more big, deep breath, and exhale down. Same arm, same leg. We're tapping out in front of us. So you can follow either in a chair or standing, whatever way you want. Neva was supposed to be in the chair, but I see that she's already standing. Let's reach up towards the ceiling or the sky. So you might hear a little bit of distraction. As I said, we are in my backyard of my house, so there might be some dogs that join us. Can't guarantee my other daughter might join us too. Let's do same arm, same leg out to the side. Open up, tap and open. And as you can see, even if you're not following me directly, keep moving. We're doing great. Let's take this arm, reaching it across. Press. Get a little bit of a torso rotation here. Bring it to a march. Knees lifting up, arms pumping. Heels are going to tap in front. Both arms press straight forward. Take these arms. They're going to do two things. They're going to reach up towards the sky, back down. Palms are facing forward, both directions. Opening up. Back to a march. You keep marching. I didn't put my timer on. So when we get to Tabata, I wouldn't be able to do it accurately. We're going to start with our Tabata. 8 minutes here. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of relaxing. So we'll take deep breath. First one, arms moving, nice high march. 20 seconds, let's begin. Keep those legs lifted. Arms, we don't want just this. We want to bring back behind us. Last 5 seconds. Rest it. Deep breath for those 10 seconds in between. And exhale down. One more big deep breath. Moving to jumping jacks. We have many varieties. Let's go. We can do our modified. You can do real. As you see in the chair. Both arms and legs moving. Or here. Rest it. Deep breath in. Big deep breath. And exhale. Side step. We'll move in 3, 2, 1. Step and tap. Arms coming up and over. Standing. Up and tap. Remember, probably most of you are on carpet. Lift up those feet. Rest. Deep breath. Quick feet, whether you're in your chair or standing. Hands above your shoulders. Fingers wide. Wide stance, balls of your feet. Get them moving. Let's touch our fingertips up to our thumb as we do this. So even if we're here, quick feet. Anything that can jiggle should be jiggling at this point. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Deep breath. And exhale. For this next one, make sure you have something to hold on to if you need to. We're going to be lifting and touching our heels in front. Let's move. In your chair, try to get your heel all the way up by your knee. We can reach and extend a little bit more. Rest it. Deep breath in. Jump ropes or trampoline jumps. I'm going to show you standing. We can either jump, we can just come up on our toes and change elevation In our chairs, same thing. Try to lift those feet up off. Trampoline jumps. You can pedal if you need to. Rest. Big deep breath. And exhale down. Side step, pushing across. Heel comes in front. 2, 1. Step and tap. You can talk. You can.
Yay!
Hopefully we're warming up a little bit here. Let's rest. Deep breath. And exhale down. Quick feet in and out for this last one. Let's move. Make a pattern. Out and in. Make a pattern. If you get that, get your hands moving with it. So we can be down, hands moving with. Switch lead legs. Out and in with your opposite leg. Neva says she's struggling. She's still moving. That's okay. Rest. Deep breath. Halfway done. Starting from the top. Starting from the top. High knees. We move 3, 2, 1. Make them even bigger. Lift up. Go your own pace. If it has to be slower, you're in your chair. Don't just lift your legs barely off the floor. Try to lift. Belly in tight. Nope. You're good. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Big deep breath. And exhale. Jumping jacks are next. Real modified in your chair. You figure out what works best for you. Let's go. I'm getting an instruction from Neva telling me to stand up. Rest it. Deep breath in. Exhale down. Next, we have our side steps. Arms up and over. Let's move. Make them big rainbows. I know a lot of us like to just sway like trees. All the way down. Last 5 seconds. Rest. Deep breath. And exhale. Quick feet. Hands up. We're matching our fingertips on the balls of our feet. Let's move. 20 seconds. Neva just asked me if this was still the warm-up. We're about 5 minutes in. 6 minutes in. Five seconds. Keep moving. Keep moving. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Deep breath. And exhale. Heel reach in front. You need to take an extra breath. If you need to shake it out, let's move. Lift and touch. Bring it. Your heels up towards your knees. Come back here. Rest. Deep breath. Trampoline jumps or jump ropes. Move in 3, or you can get going just like she is. Let's go. 20 seconds. Again, in your chair. You can get it fancy.
You can go back.
You can go backwards. Keep your arms moving. You can alternate legs.
You can do this.
Rest. Deep breath.
You can do.
Side step, pushing across their body. I'm going to sit back down. Let's move. Push. Heel comes across, nice and tall. Try not to turn your body. Stay squared. Press. If you're wondering what I'm looking at down here, I have my clock to keep me honest. Rest it. Deep breath. One last one. We get into our workout. One last one. Out and in with our feet.
You can get a drink if you want
Let's
to.
go. Out and in. Last 20 seconds. It's a pattern. Slow it down. Out, out, in if you need to. Switch lead legs.
This is difficult. If it's challenging, you can do it slower.
Breath, deep breath. Exhale down. Wonderful. We're done with this. We have our first round of our workout here. 3 moves, 30 seconds each move. Our first one, we're starting difficult. We're in our chair. So whether you're standing or you can be seated with this one, we're going to try to do chair stands. We have 30 seconds chair stands. Very little rest, moved into lateral raises. Standing, it'll be lateral raises for 15 seconds on each side. Seated, we're going to be out to the side. Have a seat, please. Lift and drop. This is going to be difficult. Do the best you can. If we need to bend and lift, but we're trying to get our hip to open to the side. I just was leaning. I wasn't very honest. Try to stay tall.
If you want,
And then we are doing high knee touches.
End of your chair.
She's instructing at the end of your chair. So whether you're, well, we're all starting to be in a chair. We move in 3 seconds, chair stands for 30 seconds. Let's go. We stand, we sit. If we
It's
need
like
to,
squatting.
if you need to use your hands, you can. Ideally, we do not. Pick your pace. You can go quick for your 30 seconds, or you can be slow.
You can go very fast if you got the hang of it.
5 seconds.
What are we doing next?
Lateral raise.
Next, we're doing lateral raises.
Stay standing if you want to stay standing or in your chair. Lateral raise and down. Tall. Belly in. Lift. Toe pointed forward. Same leg the entire time. Be tall.
This is easy.
Switch legs out.
Or you can
Extend.
do it. Or you can do it.
Same leg. So again, try not to be quick. Slow. Controlled. Neva, get back here.
No.
Lift and touch. Lift and touch. Neva, you're in front of me. Lift and touch. We've moved on. Come on. We've moved on. We have about 15 more seconds, and then we get to repeat that exactly again. So 10 seconds here. Chair stands will hit us next.
Get a snack?
Will hit us next. All right, chair stands, no rest. 3 minutes before we get a rest. All the way up, all the way down. If you're having trouble, nose over toes, we hinge. Try not to pop back down. Slow and controlled.
And if you want it easier, it's like squatting.
5 seconds, then lateral raises. 15 seconds, one leg. If you're standing, 15 seconds. Slow, controlled. If you're in your chair, lift.
You can have hope in
Counter instead of me or your chair, switch legs. Out. With this, toe pointed forward. Straight to the side. Neva's kicking in front. We want lateral, straight to the side. Rest. Rest. Lift and touch. Lift and touch. Last move before we get a break. Again, in our chair. Tall. Try not to lean back. Be upright. Lift and touch.
Try not to.
If it's easy, lift higher. Clap underneath. 5.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Deep breath. We're done with one round. Next round is going to be your arms. We have a minute of rest, so I'm going to show you our moves before we move on. This one is not going to be as difficult. We're going to have in a letter V, pull down to a W. I'm not forward and pulling back. I'm up and pulling down. Squeeze. We'll have that for 30 seconds, then this is all posture. I'm going to turn so you can see my shoulders. Arms are out in front. See this curve? What I'm going to do is keep my hands together, pull back, extend, and pull. There are pulls and squeezes to our shoulder blades. We have 30 seconds there, and then we're going to sink and do a difference of punches. We get to move and 5 seconds. So we're starting with our VWs, good tall posture. Let's extend, pull down, 30 seconds. Reach and pull. You're still in the shot, babe. Legs are tall. You can be in your chair or standing.
I'm still in the what?
You're still in the shot when you're drinking your water. Over halfway done. Really squeeze down. I think last week we did some YTWs. Very similar. Last one, arms extend, retract your shoulder blades. For a lot of us, we want to open up to retract. Here, we want the muscles to do it. Pull. Squeeze. Try not to shrug. Relax them down.
It's like a holding of something.
Well, yes. 5 seconds. Then we get to punch.
Kind of like
Sink down, or if you're in your chair, let's go straight forward. Alternating, we're not punching hard here, just alternating back and forth. Change these a little bit. Going more side to side, getting some more torso rotation. We're going to do a core circuit a little bit, and we want to get that ready. Starting from the top, come up. V's to W's. Halfway done with round 2. We have a lot more time. If Neva was in class, she'd be checking her watch like some of you like to do. Really squeeze, 5 seconds. Change it, posture pulls, arms out, pull back. Squeeze, the goal. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Let them separate, squeeze together. Halfway done. Next move will be our punches, and then we'll be done with round 2. 10 seconds. Punches. What I want you to think of now is going a little bit more side to side action.
You can jump if it can be harder when you punch.
If you do, you can get a boxer shuffle and punch, punch, punch. But keep the arms moving. Are you punching with me, Neva? You can be in your chair, leaning side to side. Rest. Done with round 2. Let's take a big deep breath. We're going back to legs, back to legs. We have a minute of rest, but with our feet in our chair, it's going to be rocking on our toes, back on our heels. Standing on our toes, back on our heels. I know many of you like to stick that rear out, but we stay in a straight line as we rock. Number 2 is going to be squat. So if you can stand, it's a squat and a stand. We're not going all the way down. If you feel like you can't do that in our chair, we just power up and back down. Power up and back down. For our in-between, it's going to be side steps with figure 8s. So in our chair with figure 8s. I lost my helper for a little bit. We still have about 10 seconds before we get going. So our first one is our ankle rocks, up on our toes and back on our heels. Let's move. 3, 2, 1, up and back. This is going to be a little bit of a recovery one, up and back. Make sure those toes lift up off the floor, especially if you're standing without sticking that rear back. And I have uneven grass, and as you can see, not very green grass at this point. 5 seconds here, then we're either to our squats or our power-ups. We're not standing all the way up if we're doing power-ups. So we squat, you can squat towards the chair and stand up, towards the chair and stand up, or if you're down in your chair, we just lift that rear up, slow back down. So we're not coming all the way up, we're keeping those legs engaged. Ten seconds. Then we're to our side step with our figure 8 pattern with our arms. Chin lifted. We don't want to hinge and look at the floor. Side step, figure 8 arms. You're in your chair. Again, if you're standing, we did this earlier. I really want to make sure you're lifting your feet up on that carpet. The carpet's not the same as the floor we are used to doing this in. Five seconds, we move back to our ankle rocks. Ankle rocks. Up on your toes, back on your heels. We're doing great. 10 seconds. Then to our squats or our power up. Squats or power up. Wide stance, sit back if you're squatting, stand tall. Chest is lifted. You're doing your power up. We squeeze, back down. Halfway up, back down. Press your weight back into your heels. Your toes can wiggle. Side step, figure 8s. If you go to the other side, they can see you better. You can smile. Almost done with round 3.
So we're going to be done after that.
She asked how many rounds we had. Remember, we have 5. Rest it, deep breath. Done with 3, over halfway done. Exhale down, back to our upper body. First one. Remember, we have a minute break. I'm just telling you what we're doing here. It's chair dip. So you need a chair. I pulled out this so you can see what the arms look like. If you have arms on your chair, Neva, do you remember how to do this that I showed you? Feet down. You press up on the arms of your chair, lift your rear up and back down. Option 1 is the easier option. You want your arms to do most of the work. Your legs do not. If you have an armless chair like me, you can come to the front of your chair, dip down, back up. So I'm going to turn so you can see me a little bit better. So from here, I dip, back up. The lower you go, the more difficult it is. Chest is lifted. Second move is going to be bicep, even if we don't have anything. If you have weights, great. But we're going to move, and then our arms are going to be in circles. We're getting ready. We get to move. Now, chair dips, 30 seconds. Whether you have arms or armless, we come down and up. Feet underneath you and pressing into those heels help. Legs out in front, coming all the way down is going to be more difficult. Make sure when you do this, shoulders aren't rounded. 30 seconds can feel like a long time. Be slow. If it's too difficult, take a break, shake it out. Again, coming up to the top is going to be easier here. Bicep curls. Even if it's just the motion, I want you to really squeeze. Focus on the squeezing action here, even without weights. You can just go through a quick motion, but I want you to imagine you squeeze up, engage, release down. Squeeze, release down. I forgot to tell you at the beginning, the equipment that we could use. So I don't have anything, but if you have cans, water bottles, anything near you, you would be able to use. 3 seconds. Arms out, thumbs pointing up, small circles forward. Relax your shoulders down, elongate our neck. Neva has a water bottle she could have been using her bicep curls with. Make them just a little bit bigger, switch them back.
My mom does workouts every day.
We are going rest this back to our chair dips. Last round of this. Down and up. Already halfway done. Again. If you have arms, you can press out of that chair, back down. The goal, lift that rear up, do as much work with your arms, stand tall, bicep curl. So if you have something around you, bicep curl. You can switch arms if you only have one. Squeeze. This is our last upper body round, round 4. Our next one is going to be some core. The reason I have a towel down is because you have an option to get on the floor, otherwise you can stay in your chair.
You can go over your head.
And rest it. Bring it out. Medium-sized forward circles. My counter isn't staying on. I keep on having to touch it. And it's hard to see in the sunshine. Reverse it. Medium circles back. Stay tall. Pull behind our body.
You can use a weight or a wall.
Rest it. Deep breath. Round 4 done. Round 5 left. I'm going to get you in your chair. I'm going to show you this. Our 2 rounds here. What we're going to do for our core round is we're going to have a Russian twist. Feet are flat, or if you need to progress in a tear, you can lift up, but we'll stay here. Imagine you have a ball, lean back, engage our core, elongate our neck, and we twist side to side. Need to make it more difficult in your chair? You can lift your legs. I'm not touching the back, and twist here. Or you can get on your floor, feet flat, feet lifted. Second move we're going to do is heel drops. In our chair, again, lean back, I'm not touching. We heel drop, heel drop, heel drop. And our
do it more challenging
heel drop.
without using a chair.
And then we're just going to do knee hugs. So I'm going to start in our chair. We're going to do Russian twists. My feet are going to stay flat. I'm going to elongate. Let's lean back. Neva, can you get in your chair? We're twisting. I stay on. We want to keep everything tight. My chair is very straight, so it's hard, and I'm sinking in. So we could lift our legs up if you need it more difficult, or come on the floor. Hopefully you can still see me down here.
I think they can.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they can.
Well, I found out why it was so hard. I was sinking into my grass. Heel drops. Drop. If you need to, you can lift and hold. If you need to, also with this one, drop it down and lift the other one up. We want the lower abdominals to do the work. You can hover and not ever even touch the ground. 10 seconds left.
But I have to use
3, 2, 1. Now just knee hugs. Either in your on thing, we hug one in, back down. If you're on the floor, same thing. Hug, release. Hug and release. Neva. They still have to see me there. They can see you. Back to Russian twist. Feet flat, lean back. Or you can lift. Find where is best for you. Tall, long, and smile. We're almost done. Second round of this, second set of this round. 10 seconds of our Russian twist. We can be slow. Heel drops. Lift, drop. Are you going to come and say bye to him?
No, I'm still going to do it.
I'm not. 20 seconds. Oh, it's in your chair. It's your core work, babe.
I can do it.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lift, pull in. Lift, pull in. We've had lots of technical difficulties. Very first time I tried to record this, a jet went over. Now I lost my music. Pull in, be nice and tall, hug it in. If you want to stand up, go ahead and stand up and pull in.
That's warm.
We're almost done. Rest it. Big deep breath. We made it through. Exhale down. Shrug, shake it out. All we have left is we're going to do some stretching. So again, you have options either being in a chair or standing. I'm going to show you. We're going to first stretch our quad. So if you have something to hold on to, you can grab your right heel or foot, pull it into your tailbone and press your hips forward. If you have something to press on, you can put it again and press forward. Otherwise, in our chair, we're going to turn our legs. We're going to turn our legs, drop our knee down, straight line from our knee up, and tuck our tailbone. Can you twist your quad? Can you do the standing version? Stand up and bring your, grab your foot behind you and pull it in. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend trying that. Let's rest and switch to the other side. Drop down, press those hips forward. Let's come back. We'll center ourselves. Hamstring stretch. If you're in your chair, your left leg is out in front, hands are on your right, straight spine, hinge forward. If you're standing, same thing. Leg out in front, hinge forward. Notice I'm not curving, I'm staying tall and hinging. Your toe is pulled back towards you. Never put pressure on that straight leg because we don't want to put pressure on our knee. Let's come up and we'll switch. It did warm up a little bit out here. My long sleeve was not the best choice.
Yeah, you can't take it off.
Let's come back up.
I am.
Right, your left ankle crosses over your right, or if you're able, bring it all the way up and over. If you're standing, you can still do this. I'd find something to hold on to and sit back. It's a lot easier in the chair. Our goal is to stretch our left hip as we hinge. Again, chin is lifted, we hinge at the waist. Rest and switch legs. Do your best to straighten and flatten this leg out. If you can't get up here, you can still bring it down and get the same opening of our hip. All of us have just a little bit different flexibility, and we want to make sure it's appropriate for everyone. Back up, we can rest. Upper body stretch. Your left arm comes across. Grab with your right underneath, pull it in. We can open and close our fist. Are you joining me or are you just... Hopefully I kept your attention a little bit more than I did hers. Let's switch. If not, we just do the best we can and we do what we can. Rest it. Arm up and over, chin is lifted, we push, we pull. Our goal is our fingertips are walking down our spine.
I'm done for a little. I'm gonna do that.
Well, I'm almost done.
At least
Release and switch.
I wish I helped you for the whole thing.
You want to say bye at least before?
Bye.
Release it. Hands interlace, thumbs point down, extend and curl. Lengthen up, hands can stay together or come apart. We're going to lean to our right. Lean to our left. Back up, arms drop, shoulders roll back. So I hope that we didn't have too many distractions, that I said by doing this and allowing them to, Ruby was supposed to join too, but I thought it would be hard for you and very hard for me to continue. Let's switch to our other side. Drop our chin to our chest. Keeping our chin down, shoulders back, head can gently roll. And when you're ready, we'll slowly come back up. Let's end with a big deep breath in. And exhale down. One more big deep breath. And exhale down. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this started your day off well, and we will see you again soon.